Shut up.
Hey guys, it's Noelle. Welcome back to my channel. We are here with part 2 of the base game series. I hope you guys enjoyed that short machinima. I'm still learning to work with the cinematic cameras and trying to get the Sims to stay in place. But we all know how they are. They do what they want and cancel out the actions that we want them to do. So it was a little tough, but I had fun doing it as well. I had this whole scene planned out after the fight, but once we got to the house, she died. She died of embarrassment. Like, it was so horrible. It has definitely been the first time that has ever happened to me, and I could not believe it at all. And I had gotten even more mad because I had her husband plead to the Grim Reaper, but Grim said no, so he wouldn't bring her back at all. So that ruined everything. So there really wasn't much to work with using just the base game clothing for their personality. Since they were rockstars, I wanted to use some cool outfits, so I decided to include the expansion pack Get Together. There were more fun outfits and hairstyles to work with, but I also wanted to include the DJ booth into the home since Iris is a very famous rock star. She's really good at DJing. She is a very talented sim. She knows how to play every single instrument. And I guess that's why her husband's jealous, not only because of her beautiful looks, but on how much talent she has. And I think people prefer her over him. Also, I will have since I am including the Get Together expansion pack into this base game home, I will have the Sims in the house separately in the gallery. So it will be just base game home 2 and then base game home plus Get Together. If you want to check it out, my gallery ID is Noelle1295. So stay tuned for the Get Together outfits and all the screenshots of the home transformation after the speed build. Also, I want to get your feedback on how you want to see the future base game videos. If you wanted to create a sim and speed build separate into 2 different videos, or you enjoy having them together in one video. I ask because I know a lot of people enjoy watching all the outfits being created, and I've only included the first everyday outfit because if I put it all in one, the video will be much longer, and there are at least 3 to 4 recorded videos, and each of them are at least 1 to 2 hours long, and I will have to edit a lot of parts out, and then adding the screenshot at the end will make the video so much longer. So I don't want you guys to miss out so much of the speed build, but I also want you guys to be interested in the creative sim outfits that I've created for them. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I really appreciate your feedback on that. So getting into this video, the backstory I created for them was that they were famous rock stars in Windenburg, but after that fight they had to run out of town and go into hiding. That's why they are living in this home. This was Axel's grandmother's home. He inherited the home after she passed away, and since he was a rich sim and famous, he left that home vacant and wasn't planning on using it. So now is a great opportunity to move in. Since the home is in Newcrest, they doubt that they would be found there, and I think they would think that nobody would recognize them, but who wouldn't recognize a famous rock star if they're so famous? You'll see the screenshots at the end of the other outfits, just so you get an idea of them fitting in. They had planned to have their tattoos removed and change a lot of their lifestyle. And when I say planned, I mean that since she died, I couldn't continue the next scene of them moving in and having to make many life changes. And I even had them try for a baby, but they failed to conceive. Slow swimmers, I guess. It would have been a nice video, but Iris dying really ruined the whole story. But what else could I do? They wouldn't do what I commanded them to do, or they would just start talking to other people, or they would just ruin so much of the scene. So either way, it wasn't going so well. As I said, I'm still trying to get into the whole cinematic cameras just to create these cute little machinimas for any new family, for any family for a new home. If you guys enjoyed that, let me know. I could continue to do that in future videos. If not, I don't mind, to be honest. please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. The home on the outside, of course, isn't really their lifestyle, because since they're rock stars, you would imagine them in like a very nice loft with like, you know, very different furnitures and just like a lot of a mess, I guess I would say. I've never seen what a rock star's house looks like, but I feel like it would just be all over the place and not like this, all, you know, floral in the front, have like the nice 2-story and then like a nice little backyard pool. So it's a very different scene for them, and I didn't use an inspiration for this build at all. I used my imagination. I just started creating this type of lot. It took me a while to try to find a way on how I wanted to build it, and that's why it just seems so weird. I've never seen this before, raising the foundation and just creating like a nice little garden on the front part of the house with the foundation raised. I liked it like that, so I felt like it was really cute to do that, and so it'll be filled up even more. Later on you'll see it'll just be like a humongous garden. Since it was Axel's grandmother, it's like if she was a very nice gardener and always kept her front garden nice and tidy. The second floor had a really weird floor plan. It took me a while to find the way to create the roofing. As you saw, it was really hard to see how I wanted it to be placed and where to place each roof. So I've never done the roofing in that type of style before. This is really the first time. I'm not so used to using a lot of the roofing. I feel like I'm used to having just like the flat roofing on top of the homes, but I'm really trying to get out of my comfort zone and just try to create new things and, you know, explore more of what The Sims offers you. They have so many items that you can use in the home, inside, outside, and I feel like if you really get out of your comfort zone on how you like to build and you start just putting things anywhere, you'll actually come out with something really nice. Not everything has to be symmetrical, not everything has to be like proportioned, because I've seen a lot of other simmers who love to have everything straight in one place, and I feel like I'm that way sometimes too, but I get annoyed with myself because I feel like not everything is like that in life. So I'm just trying to, with this build especially, just trying to explore my imagination, see what else I come up with, because it's fun to get a picture of another home and become inspired by the way the layout and like the floor plan of that home. But like I said, The Sims, you're really limited to how you can build a home and how you want the floor plan to be like come out, and it will never come out the same as that picture. Like in the first base game video that I did, if you haven't seen that, I will have it in the description box below. I used a picture on Google for inspiration, and there was this piece that I really loved in front of that home that I wish you could do, and I could have done it, but I didn't like how it would have turned out. It would have been just like an extra wall hanging off of the house, so I kind of worked my way around that. So check out the video so you guys can see how I managed to create that real life home into The Sims. It's a really beautiful build. I was amazed on how it turned out. I really like it, and I was trying to go for the same vibe here, but since they were rockstars, I thought, you know, let's just go with some really like just so much dramatic colors and just make the place feel like a party home. Since the home belonged to Axel's grandmother, I thought it would be a good idea to add all the gnomes outside and like different little statues. I feel like she would have collected all of them and decorated her garden very nicely and just, you know, have it feel more home and cozy for her type of style. And I love the way they put those gnomes on top of the little flamingos. I feel like it went even better with the home. Just so creative and so funny to just add on to the garden. These cute gnomes, especially these ghosts. I didn't see them at all at first, and when I saw them I thought it would be cute to put them around that little flower bush and putting lights in the bottom so they would glow. I think they do glow. Since I was in just like the build mode, I couldn't go back into gameplay and see how it would have looked, I guess, to see if they actually glowed up, but I think they do. I'm kind of sure they do. I don't remember, but But here in this kitchen, I decided to make everything red and black, and I guess there'll be some white. I'm not so used to just matching everything into one color or having at least 3 colors that match. I don't know what it is. I have a tendency of doing that in every home, especially in my own homes. And when it comes to one color, I will make everything that exact same color. But I feel like having this big kitchen, since it's going to be like a potential party home from now on, they wanted to like make it big and, you know, have a lot of guests and to, you know, enjoy the home. Especially, you know, I will be in, like, especially this big bar right here. I felt like it just ties in everything, and I don't know what it is about this kitchen that made me keep it that way. Like, just that whole long cabinet. I'm not so used to making the kitchens this big, but I just kept going with it. I felt like since they are moving into the grandma's home, they did remodel a lot of the downstairs area, especially since they will be, you know, having their own parties and having a lot of guests over. They want the downstairs to be like the main focus, and so I feel like since they did want to change their lifestyle, but they also have it in them to, you know, throw parties. So I don't know what it is about this kitchen. I just see, like, as you can see, I kept going with the red and black and like the whites, but it's a fun kitchen to me. The red like really represents a lot of strength. I don't know what it is about that color, but when I do include it into the homes, that's the first thing I think of is strength. But I like how it looked out. I like how it turned out. I can't even speak. I like how it turned out. And then I noticed that I didn't include the fridge. I have a tendency of doing that. I don't know why. I always forget the bin or the refrigerator or even the sink sometimes. But I was kind of upset because I really like the way those long cabinets look on the edges, and I could have added it there, but I wanted that room to be a bathroom. But then I ended up, you know, switching it and turning it to like a back door for the outside. And I guess since I'm so used to using all the packs into my builds, I couldn't really find much to do for this kitchen. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you like the way this kitchen turned out. I personally like it. It's really big and nice, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more to add to it. I'm not so sure, but I like having it those 3 colors and that's it. I wish there was a little bit more space to include more plants, because sometimes I feel like adding plants to the homes inside, it fills in more of the empty spaces of the home. Especially with the greenery, it just adds more of color sometimes, especially when it's more of like flowers instead of just regular basic plants. And I didn't notice that I forgot some of the other gnomes. And this dining area, since the video was long, I had to cut out a lot of it, but I kept it the same as well, but more red and white, very very light colors as well. And as you can see on the right side of that wall, I added all the trophies that are included into the game, so it felt like they, you know, always won awards and they wanted to showcase them and keep them in a very nice position. And I know a lot of them aren't really for singing and all of that, but I feel like it just represented more of who they are as rock stars, always winning, you know, award shows, and just displaying them just makes them remember who they were before they went into this home. So in the backyard area, I was kind of disappointed on the lack of space that was left of this lot, and I was really mad because I feel like I should have actually made the home a little smaller, because I did extend out a lot from that kitchen, and I just left it that way, I guess. And maybe grandma didn't really have a pool and they just added a pool to make their home much more fun. And at first, this is the thing, as you can see, when it comes to colors and decorating the houses, I always go for matching everything. So the purple and the yellow, and then I started to add like purple curtains or like yellow rugs, and I felt like it was just too much and everything was just too bright. So I end up just like taking all of that, and as you can see with the yellow coffee tables, I wanted to create like a square table, and I know that we have that in the Parenthood stuff game pack, and I was so close to clicking on it, and I remember, oh, base game. I always had to remind myself. So here, as you can see, like the pool was a little small, and so I thought, how about having a little seating area in the middle of the pool? And I like always, I kept forgetting that you couldn't use other packs, and I really wanted to use the jacuzzi in the middle. And I thought, how about just having like a little seating area? At first, I was trying to look for like a game table, and then I remembered that I think it's called Don't Wake the Llama. It's from Get Together, so I do end up including that at the end. You'll see in the screenshots later. I even had to check it out in gameplay to see if the Sims could actually get up there and actually sit down, since I still had the move objects cheat on. You can place anything everywhere. That's why sometimes I have to always turn it off when I want to include items that they can use in the gameplay, so that they're not restricted to get to it. And I get annoyed by that sometimes, so then I have to go back in and turn out the cheats, and just so that they can actually get to it. So yeah, I feel like especially when it comes to landscaping around the home and like with the garden area, it's always good to have that on so you can place anything anywhere, because it gets annoying how it's planned. So I feel like they shouldn't be restricted to how you put them. And adding all the trees and everything, I feel like it just makes it much more, I don't know, I think hidden, kind of. I mean, like, it's a really big open space, especially like the back area of that neighborhood. People actually, walk by. So I felt like I should have made the home smaller, just to like cover that back area. There really wasn't like a really big tall fence that it could use, so they can be in hiding. But since they were planning on changing their lifestyle, changing how they dress and removing the tattoos, they wouldn't be, found. But as well as having all these house parties, maybe the neighbors next door, the Peters family from the first episode of the base game series, maybe they would get annoyed of all the loud parties, because later on you'll see in the screenshots I do include the DJ booth in the backyard, because I feel like it's a more, good and fun area to place a DJ booth, since like they can have like pool parties and have like fun there. But I don't know, I felt like there wasn't enough space inside the home. And as you can see here, again, I just kept adding purple and yellow, and I got annoyed with this, so I do end up changing all of that. And I really wanted to include more of the instruments for Iris, since she is very talented in every type of instrument. But I do include all of the guitars. I also had forgotten to include the Grim Reaper guitar that you get from The Sims. I was on their blog the other day, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, and I saw that you can get it for free. All you gotta do is like, I think, put in your email, or is it your ID? I think it's your email, and then you like get it into the game. And it's a really cool guitar. I had totally forgotten to include it last time I was playing, but I put all the guitars. I felt like Axel is the like main guitar player, and so he has like all these amazing guitars. Like the Freezer Bunny guitars are Iris's, and I felt like they enjoyed having them displayed in a row like that, so they can just play whenever they want. And I put in the microphone, since Iris is like an amazing singer. She always likes to practice, and I always thought, when I was trying to think of their backstory, I thought maybe Iris became like a music teacher and would love to, she would love to teach the kids in the area how to play new instruments and get them to become very creative and talented. So I feel like that would have been a very fun new lifestyle for her. So I was so mad that she died, and because later on I hope to do a let's play series on the channel. I'm not so sure what I had in mind to do my sim life, and just try having my personal sim explore the sim world and you guys see what I would do if I was a sim, because I feel like it's such a fun idea to always include yourself. I know everybody does that and make their own sim self and include them into the game and start playing their life, but I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I'm trying to build the apartment because I love the city. I am from New York, but I don't live in New York anymore, and I thought, San Myshuno was like the perfect spot. And so I had told my boyfriend about it, and he thought it was a good idea to actually include that into the channel. He's very supportive of this. He kept pushing me. He's like, do it, create some videos. You love to play it anyway, and you like to build a lot of the stuff, and you're really good at it. So he really pushed me to make this channel and create all this content for you guys. So I keep getting all the support from him, and he's always helping me with like new ideas with builds and like storylines. So making our sim life was both of our ideas, and we kept talking about it to see like what we would do, and he thinks it's just so fun. He likes to like watch me play sometimes, but yeah, I'm not so sure what to do. I don't know what sim let's play I would do. Let me know what you guys would want to watch, because I know that a lot of people have not mostly the same type of let's play. Like I always see them doing like this, the main one that I always see is like teenage pregnancy, or there's like the little birth to death videos. So I want to know what is something that I could create, something new. I want to try and do something new, something different. And I had a couple ideas. If you ever saw the Montgomery Estate speed build and the Montgomery family creative sim, I really want to do their let's play story, either in just regular let's play series or doing like in a machinima, creating like a little story for them. But I don't know, I feel like I kind of pushed away from it a little bit because I really wanted to continue building and creating different sims before I started actually doing let's plays. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see a let's play soon, or having it like a machinima series? Just let me know. I have a lot of different ideas that I've come up with, but I feel like I'm lacking a bit of inspiration on what exactly I want to do, because I don't want to get bored of it. Because I feel like if I do create a let's play on like of just regular different family, I don't want to get so bored of it. I want to create some drama, create some backstories, and of course have all of you guys help me build their family and build their lifestyle. So I feel like that's what this whole channel is about, having everybody else put their part into the let's plays, and you guys creating new ideas for new let's plays as well. But just let me know. I appreciate any idea, of course, and I just hope that I get a response soon. I'm not so sure what I want to do. I still have a lot of other videos pending to be uploaded, some creative sim videos and a different build. I'm still trying to think of a new base game build. I'm trying to look for some inspiration online, because I feel maybe I'll just do one inspirational, one imaginational build for base game. But I'm still thinking about it. I have, like I said, I have 3 other videos that I want to go ahead and post soon, and I'm getting back into the builds a little bit. I kind of like talked on way too much, and here I just created, the first bedroom was Iris and Axel's bedroom, and it's going to be like a guest bedroom in the home, since they'll have their parties, maybe like they have their friends sleep over. See, as you can see, like I left it kind of nice and simple, not so much into the rooms, as maybe this one was grandma's room. They left it how it is. And like I said earlier, with just base game, you get so used to having all these packs and just trying to create something new. With base game, you really feel like you're missing so much more content, and you kind of can't find what else to create or add into the home, or how to decorate it. So I was kind of like stuck on what to put on that wall for a while, so I just kind of left it plain and simple, just one painting on there, and that's it, because I just didn't know what else to include. And yeah, that's why I made it downstairs so, you know, bright, colorful, more fun, and there's just so much going on downstairs, but keeping the upstairs very simple, just for them and any other guests in the home. I feel like I always have to make the rooms or any place of the home match in a way, like having all the colors complement each other, and just keeping it basically like 2 to 3 different colors. Sometimes I add like an extra like color to contrast the room. And this whole long room, I decided to make like half the study and half a TV room, because as you saw downstairs, there is no TV at all, so I just decided to put the TV upstairs, so like it's a study lounge room just for them to enjoy. And I decided to keep the colors in this room more of like neutral browns and some dark browns. I didn't know how I wanted to create this room. I just kept thinking of different ideas and maybe adding like some plants, but I just didn't know what else to add. I was a little lost, just putting things together, because like I said, there's like nothing else I could add since it's just base game. I feel like from when the game came out to now, all of the content that we have is just amazing, and it improves so much of building and gameplay, so I feel like I'm just so used to it. But see, like as I said earlier, you can add so much different plants, and it just brings the room together so it's not so empty. And so I just left it nice and simple how it is. I didn't want to include so much stuff, overclutter the lounge area. Here is the upstairs main bathroom, and I just kept it simple. There's not really much to add to a bathroom in The Sims. You can add a lot of other clutter items, like the towel and, you know, the basket that you can put in the bathroom. And I decided to make it nice and pink. I don't know what made me want to do that, but I just kept it nice and pink. I wouldn't really have a pink bathroom. And here we have this extra bathroom. This is going to be part of that kid room, toddler room. Most of the baby room, since like I said earlier, I really wanted them to conceive right away and, you know, start playing their family and everything and change their future. But of course, I'm still upset about it, so I'm sorry if I mentioned that a lot. I can't get over it. I can't get over it at all. We have this just nice extra little bathroom for the toddler room. You know, later on it'll become a teenager, and it could have its own little bathroom. And I kept it nice and neutral, because you never know if it's going to end up being a boy or a girl, so I just left it nice and neutral, so later on you can just go ahead and change the colors of everything. I also forgot that I actually made an extra guest bedroom. I just made it with the one single bed and like I said, like if any of their friends who are joining a party, they want to like stay over. But keeping everything just nice and natural, not adding so much stuff into it, keep it nice and clean. And so here we're going into get together. So here I'm just changing up their looks. I really love this hair on her. This is what I mean, that get together, there's so much more items that you can use, and there's a lot of different, you know, styles that I really like. There's like the rock style, there's like just like nice normal style, and I felt like this was really great for her personality, and especially those pants. I never really used them, but I feel like it went great with her outfit, and she just looks amazing. And I really like this whole full outfit. I kind of wish that cardigan would just not be included sometimes, like if it would have came the top and the shorts by itself, because I really love the detail in the lace on top of that crop top. It's really, really cute. And here I'm trying to create her like more fitting in outfits, and I feel like without the tattoos it would have looked much more nicer. So I should have actually removed them so you could have seen what Iris actually looked like. Without them, I feel like she would look like a nice, cool mom. But I don't know, her rock style is my favorite. And here, like, I did realize I kind of messed up the placing of the outfits, so I had to do them all over again. And yeah, like, it's just a great pack to include into your game. It's really fun. I really like the world, the Windenburg. It's really, really beautiful. And here is Axel's. This is his also fitting in outfit. Very just very, I don't know how you would call it. What's the word? I don't even know the word for it. I had it and it's just sophisticated. More like a sophisticated man. Very, very nice. We are in the backyard. I'm including the DJ set, also the dance floor. I never really went through the swatches of this when the game came out, and I really love the pattern on that dance floor. Oh, and I did include the llama game on top of the middle of the pool. I included the foosball table and, you know, put in this dance floor. I really love that purple, and put in these nice couches that came with the game pack. I went with the black with the yellow. I didn't know what type of style they could have chosen for them, but I feel like that was perfect. Adding more to the garden. I love having that mailbox with the flowers. Just very gives it the nice grandma feel as always. And adding in all those colorful lights that come with the pack. Just make it seem more like a party room. And putting in the little, including more to the garden makes it feel more nice. And I saw this tree and I had to put it there. Just gives it a more garden feeling, like if she was actually growing something. I could have actually placed the plants that, you know, we can actually plant in the game, like putting in like the flower seeds and like the fruit garden, but I just don't like how it is. It's just like in one spot, and here with all of that, it's all scattered. I had to check in gameplay if that umbrella wasn't, you know, blocking the table, since I did have the cheats on again. As you can see, I'm turning it off because I want to make sure that they can actually get to the grill and to the DJ booth. Adding in some extra seating areas outside, just so that, you know, they can actually eat somewhere. Yeah, I really had fun building this and adding the get together pack. Let me know what pack I should include next into the next base game household. I'm not so sure if I want to add one yet, or maybe just in stuff pack. I'm still deciding which one, since I really haven't decided what kind of home I'm going to create yet. But here are the screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this base game home. I know it was a little long, but I had to make it a little long to include the get together as well. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't, and let me know in the comments below what pack you would like to see in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Let's grow this channel together, and I will speak to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.